Welcome back to Superior Sunrise. Now with me is world champion auctioneer Charly Cummings. Charly, it's a great Friday here in Fort Worth, Texas. The weather is beautiful. I know we've had a lot of rain over the past week, and we're supposed to get some next week, but the weekend's supposed to be beautiful. But we're excited to be here and sell some cattle.
That is exactly right. Seems like rain just falling everywhere and all over, and sure glad to have it this time of year. Seems like it's. We'd like to put a little bit of it off for the middle of June and then a little bit in July as well. But yeah, a lot of places getting too much, but a lot of places just perfect. And sounds like the weather this weekend, get that 80 degrees weather in southeast Kansas and around, really going to make that grass grow, and you can see them calves growing by the minute.
I know we've got a busy schedule coming up this summer at Superior. Let's kind of go over what we have going on our calendar. We're heading, west, we're going south, we're going everywhere this summer. Let's talk about that.
We are. It's super exciting. It's super exciting to get to see all the different parts of the country first off. And the next thing is once we get out there and meet all the different producers and try to get in different parts of the country where if we get within driving distance, please come see us. We love to see us, love to see each one of our consigners as well as all the reps that we don't get to see throughout the year, so that's exciting. But come see us, see how Superior works. Yeah, we're going to kick off. We got one more sale here, and then we're going to kick off and go to Council Bluffs and be there for a couple days. And we got the tall grass special in Emporia, Kansas. Come back to Fort Worth one more time, and then here we come, Steamboat.
And we've got a new sale here on the schedule this year. We're going to Billings, Montana. I know we've talked about it before on other sunrises, but we're looking forward to that. This is our first time having an auction in Montana. Billings, a matter of fact.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of history in Billings, a lot of cattle history, lots of different sights to see. When you fly into that airport and you're way up high there and you drive down into that city, it's absolutely beautiful. It is definitely cattle country, so that's going to be really exciting. Those reps in that area have been asking and longing for a sale for many years, so it's going to be exciting to see them guys, and as well as they'll put on a great show and have a lot of cattle consigned for that 22nd sale.
I know you and I always talk about this. It's always fun to go to these away sales and put faces to names and just see everybody and kind of get to know everybody that's around the country that sells cattle with Superior. We've had meetings this week with National Livestock. They're here, having meetings with Superior, but it's nice to really get to know everybody that you talk to on the phone and you sell cattle with.
That's exactly right. To pick up the phone or somebody calls in and then you're talking to them, a lot of reps are delivering some cattle and different things, and so we're talking to consigners right here in Fort Worth, and then to be able to meet them hand in hand. And just like when we went to Natchitoches, it was amazing to go out to Rayburn's and then take a tour, see how those guys take care of the grass, see how they manage the grass in their country, and how they rotational graze and how they fertilize and how they do everything, and then get to know them on a one-on-one basis and do some networking and learn their marketing strategies as well as everybody's. And it's great for the industry as well as it's great for each individual.
Well, let's dive into it. Let's talk about the market and what we can expect from today's auction.
If you were going to tell me it's going to rain on May 10th, I'd tell you what the market's going to do. No, really. I think we look at this market, we've leveled off here. We've been talking about that since we come from the August feeders, since we backed them up from 163 clear down to 139. We've been talking about, we need to find somewhere to level this thing off as well as the live cattle. I'd like to see that May basis here on the live cattle, on the fed cattle, getting an $8, $9 basis from week to week on bids and asking, and so that's real encouraging to see. Tells me that there's still a lot of demand for the live cattle. I think we come into the feeder cattle, and this thing it's leveled off here. We get a 2 or 3 days where we get a nice rally, and then there's a little fun taking the money out, and I think that's what we've seen yesterday, and a little $3 setback earlier, and then it bounces clear back, and we end up closing a dollar lower. So I think throughout we found a good steady place here to be. I know we probably need to add a little bit more to it to add to our bottom lines, but at the same time, it's a pretty steady market and it's active, so we got to be pretty happy about that.
It's a good time to be in the industry and a good time to be buying cattle, that's for sure. Switching gears a little bit, we have our annual scholarship that's coming up. It's offered to a grandchild or a child of a Superior representative. And there is so much excitement around that scholarship and essay topic that's going on. And we want to reward those kids that are graduating from high school, that are going to college, hopefully in the ag field, and that are going to become, stewards of the land and producers. And we just look forward to that. And we really want to encourage kids to take part in that.
Yeah, we've got to. I tell you what, it's super important as well. Last Sunday morning, I think we sat down and filled out 8 or 10 graduation cards. My wife and I did. So that's always neat. But at the same time, if you log on to SuperiorLivestock.com, you can see the scholarship application there. If you're a customer, if you're rep's son, daughter,
Yep.
of that sort, granddaughter of a customer, please log in there. $6,000 given between Spear and the Better Jeffers Memorial, so lots of money there to take advantage of.
Definitely. Well, thank you for coming on this morning with me, Charlie. When we come back, another great guest. Don't go anywhere.